Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Malcolm Tibbs. I spent 25 years getting inconsistent results in my love life, and now not only do I have a fulfilling relationship, I also have the ability to go out, snap my fingers, and have half a dozen dates lined up within a week. Now, on this channel, I make a lot of content that's encouraging men and helping them to realize how simple it is to start getting dates. And I keep getting a pretty similar sentiment in my comment section from a couple individuals, okay? And the message that they're providing me is that it's difficult to get a girlfriend, okay? And I'm going to tell you from my own experience, it's only difficult the first time. Once you know what to do, it's almost like ordering food at a drive-thru or riding a bike, driving a car, okay? These are all things that are only difficult the first time. And then once you are able to do them, you don't even have to think about it. You can do it on autopilot while you're planning out the rest of your day, okay? Yes, getting a girlfriend is difficult if you don't know what you're doing. And guess what? The way that you figure out what to do is by getting experience. And this is something that you can manufacture yourself. You don't need to necessarily have a certain kind of lifestyle in order to get all these women to approach you or end up talking to them, right? You don't need to be working at a certain place where there's a bunch of girls. You can manufacture that. You can go outside the house and you can go talk to strangers, okay? You can talk to people while you're waiting in line at Starbucks or while you're sitting down at the bus stop, while you're just walking around in public. You can make conversation with people, and you can do so with the intention to pass time, okay? And if you do it like that, you're not gonna feel weird. You're not gonna feel creepy. It's almost as if you feel it's like you feel as if you're offering them a gift, right? You're offering them company, companionship, conversation, just to pass the time, okay? That's a huge thing that a lot of men go through when they're trying to figure out how to date, is feeling like anxious because they have to go up to a girl and like they feel like they're almost stealing her phone number or like backing her up into a corner. You don't have to take that approach, okay? And oftentimes taking a different approach will allow you to get to the point where you can ask for that phone number, where it feels more natural, okay? And where they're enthusiastic about giving you that phone number. On top of that, outside of just going, outside the house and like seeing other people, you can make a dating profile, okay? And that gives you like 6 or 7 people, if you use Hinge, that you can start a conversation with of your own accord before they even like you, before they match with you. You can start practicing what pickup lines, what openers are going to work for somebody who looks like me, right? Maybe you're not 6'1", maybe you're not black, maybe you look like something else, and you're gonna find that what works for somebody who isn't like you is probably not going to work for you. So you have to figure out your own specific kind of game, okay? You have to figure out, how can I convey the best parts of my personality, right? And how can I downplay the worst parts? Almost like you're trying to sell a car, okay? You don't want to go up to the person who's interested in buying and just talk about how awful the engine is and how the gas per mile was just like shit, right? You want to talk about the best parts of that car, right? You want to always be presenting, like, put your best foot forward. And these are things that you are going to learn naturally as you get more volume, all right? As you get more reps. But again, you have to actually get the reps. And I'm going to tell you from my own experience and from helping other men, the reason why you haven't gotten the reps yet, why you haven't developed the skill of dating, it's a very simple thing. It's only one thing. It's anxiety, okay? It's anxiety. And in some cases, it's going to be a little bit of shame. You may have were raised in like a very Christian household or a very religious community, and you were taught that it's bad to have sex, or that it's even bad to want sex, right? And yeah, you might have a little bit of shame attached to that. But for the vast majority of men, it's just anxiety. And anxiety is what you experience when something is unknown, all right? When you have low confidence. And guess what? You can figure those things out. You can discover those unknowns with more experience. So yes, you are going to have to go through this period where you're just scared shitless and you're almost shaking and you're quivering and you still go talk to the girl, right? And that's only going to be the case the first 3 or 4 times. And eventually you're going to figure out, oh, I'm not going to have a bunch of men come out of nowhere and jump me and like drop a big heavy rock on my head, and I'm not going to die. Nobody's going to call security on me, right? She's just going to walk away. That's like the worst thing that's going to happen, okay? So guys, if you want to land your first date in the next 30 days, click the link in the description below. The link is going to take you to an online community filled with other single men who are focused on improving their dating skills. It's completely free. You can swap notes, get feedback, maybe even find a wingman in your area, okay? And inside, you're going to find a 30-day challenge, which goes over all the steps you need to take in order to land your first date. I really want to harp on this idea of getting more volume. And I want to downplay the idea that you need to level up in other areas of life, right? This is something that Andrew Tate and like other alpha male kind of YouTubers and influencers have pushed out into the public, that you need to be like a high value man in order to attract women. And that's not true, all right? If you go through almost any city in America, probably whatever country you're in as well, if you're not in the States, you're going to see that there are homeless men, people who have nothing to their name, right? They have barely any skin on their bones, and they're paired up walking down streets with women, okay? Because these homeless men, despite not having a lot of value in a like very societal sense, they developed the skills of dating, right? And dating is like a meta skill. It's a big skill, and underneath it fall a whole bunch of micro skills, right? So learning how to approach, learning how to start the conversation, learning how to escalate, learning how to get the phone number, learning how to text a woman, learning how to flirt, learning how to flirt when you're texting, right? All of these things are micro skills, and you can level them up individually. But if you put all of them together, or if you even just get good enough at a handful of them, you can start to see some success in your dating life. And again, you don't need more muscles, you don't need more money, you don't need a better job or a faster car. Look at the homeless man. He doesn't have any of those things, and he's addicted to hard drugs. And he can still find companionship. He doesn't have to go to sleep by himself, right? He has somebody to spend time with, okay? So there's no reason why you cannot do the same thing for yourself, all right? It's more simple than you think. And again, it's like riding a bike or driving a car. Once you pull it off, it's not something that you even think about. You can do it with your eyes closed, right? You can do it while you're on autopilot. Hopefully you got something good out of this video. My name is Malcolm Tibbs. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend. And again, check out the description below. You're going to find a link to a community, and it's going to just help bootstrap and speed up your progress when it comes to dating. That's all I have for you guys.